Hello, my beautiful star seeds. This is Mom Heru back again to send you kisses and hugs. Roll your shoulders. Now release yourself. One more time. Now, I'm going to tell you what I've been thinking about. You know, I have always been that type of person where I always wonder how things got started and where did it come from and what words mean. You know, why we do the things we do. I've always been like this as a little girl. That's why they call me the what if girl, because I'm always, what if, but what if? But then what if? I've always been that way, okay? So this is my what if right now. My what if is, what would you do if the next moment you could no longer use a cell phone? Cell phones are gone. Laptops are gone. Televisions are gone. Okay. Any, let's see, tangible means of communication is gone. Anything that you can touch and connect with each other is gone. Where would the world be? Have you ever thought about that? No phones whatsoever. No phone booths on the street. No rotary phone, the old phone. None of that kind. All gone, all gone. Did you ever think about how humans communicated with each other? Well, I think I know. I could be wrong, but you can always leave a message in the comment box below and tell me what you think people did in order to communicate. But this is my idea. You ready for it? Let me tell you what it is. Telepathically, they spoke with each other. They did. We were so connected in the beginning, what I call beginning, right? As far as back we can go, we call it the beginning, right? That we didn't need any type of objects to connect with one another. We were so entwined with each other and so mentally connected with each other until you could have been sitting in New York, and mentally I just sit and think of you and picture a loaf of bread and tell you I need a loaf of bread, and then you say, okay, I'll see you in a month, you can go get a loaf of bread, you know? Or someone is sick, right? Someone is sick, and I'm like, oh, I'll be there. In my mind, I'm just like knowing, you know, that my friend is sick in Texas, and I'm going there. I see her being sick. I see her laying on the bed sick, and she needs some help because she sent that message to me telepathically, so telling me that she's not feeling well and she needs me to be there. And I just go and think about it. It could be no different than, who teaches the dog how to have sex? Come on. It's an innate feeling. It's like a program that's already there, right? So when the heat comes over a female dog, the male dog senses it. He knows what to do, and he knows how to do it. No one never showed the dog how to have sex. It's here. It's in there. It's in that soul. It's in the soul spirit. It knows what to do. And then the mind, the body follows it. So, how can we get to that point? And oh yes, let me think about it. Let me say this. It's just like when a mother have a kid, and the umbilical cord is what connects the two bodies, right? Okay, so then when that child is born and they cut the umbilical cord, then they're no longer connected physically, but spiritually they are. That telephone wire, that grid line is still there. You just can't see it, but it's still there. And that's how she knows. She feels something about her kid. The kid feels something about their parent. But we have been so bombarded and loaded with all kinds of information on the outside of us till we lost that ability to connect with one another like that. And not only that, check this out. I am also a big dreamer. I see a lot of things in dreams. I see it happening. It comes to pass. And sometimes it's about myself. I'm thinking it's about somebody, it's about myself. I can see something like your body arrange things a certain type of way where you think it's something else and it's you, right? And I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's just kind of odd. But anyway, that's what I do. Okay, maybe I'll talk about that again some other time. But my focus right now is that we need to start clearing our mind of junk, all kind of junk conditioning, so that we can feel vibrations when it's coming to us from a loved one or from a friend, or you get ready to go somewhere and your mind is telling you don't go today, or you need to focus on your driving, not your cell phone, when you're driving, so there won't be no accident. Our body speaks to us all the time. Just like our body speaks to us all the time, we are able and have the capability to speak to each other all the time too. We just so focus on other things till we don't let our mind be clear enough to hear each other. I'm telling you, we can do it. We already do it. It happens, but we're blocking it. We're blocking it. So loved ones, please think about that. Think about ways that you can move yourself more and more and more from these physical things that we've been given to communicate with, because we don't know what's coming. We don't know what's coming down the line. And people say, oh, well, in case of emergency, we got to walkie-talkie. Yeah, that won't work either, because the frequencies will be messed up. So we want to have our innate ability to connect with each other, our lines to be free. Let our wiring mentally to be free so we can connect with one another. And as long as we're not connected, then we have to do what the system, what society has taught us to do in order to connect to one another. But I'm here to tell you, you already have the ability. I have the ability. Remember, the dog has the ability. The dog knows what to do. When they have a puppies, when the cats have their kittens, they know what to do when the child is born. They can connect to one another. Remember, animals can feel when the earthquake is coming. Cats can feel when the earthquake is coming. They know what to do. They run for cover. They run for shelter. They know what to do. We do too. So I'm just saying this, to say this to you, is that we are not helpless. And we won't be helpless. We'll know how to find food. We'll know how to communicate with one another. We know how to look out for one another. We'll know when one needs our help. We'll know all of that. But just think about it. I think way out there. I know. I think way out there. But you got to think about it too. Even think about death. The first time someone ever died in history, how was that handled? Were we emotional? Or did we just look at it and wonder what happened to it and just left it laying there and let it dry and rot? How did we start burying people? How did we start burning people up? Where do all these things come from? This is how I think. And this is how you should be thinking, or you will be thinking too. If you're waking up now, and you are waking, that's no doubt you are waking up, because every time you sleep, you're downloading information from the universe. Okay? And that's why some foods you used to eat, you don't want to eat anymore. Some people used to be in your life, you can't be around them anymore, because the universe, environment is moving us about, because we begin to come more as one. This oneness is taking place. You think about religion. What did religion do? And what does it do? It divides. It divides, right? So now more and more and more people are not going to the churches to continue to be conditioned and programmed as they used to. Because something is happening in this universe. Something is happening to take us to another level. I'm telling you, it is. Something is happening. So let's find a way to pay more attention to ourselves, right? So that we can communicate with one another when one day you wake up and you pick up that cell phone and it doesn't come on. No. You go and touch that laptop and it doesn't come on. Okay? You go and get in your car and you can't use the navigator, so now you don't know directions, how to get from A to B. Come on now. Do you see what it did to us? It handicapped us so that we'll be beholden to the system. But let's break that spell. Let's break that spell. Let's break those chains of deception and take our lives back. Here's loving you with the love of the universe. Hugs. Find a way to be positive with yourself and love yourself. Bye-bye.